Okay, let's get back to some Talos Principle 2. Ignoring the big AMD drivers warning that I got whilst launching this. It worked fine enough for the other few sessions. So should be fine now. That's really loud. Okay, so he doesn't remember your exact position. That's good to know, because I was down there before. Part of me wants to know what happens if I yeet myself off, but another part doesn't. Let's roleplay this and not yeet off a cliff. Because, I don't know. Hi, Baron.
Hey, 1K.
What if Athena left the island long ago?
Then at least we may be able to find out what happened in New Jerusalem. Why she came here. But I don't think she left the island. I think she's still here, waiting for us to make the right choices.
Yeah, to be honest, I agree. She does have to be. You don't make something like this and then, set whatever in motion you did to have Prometheus contact us and then fuck off elsewhere. Like, why would you make this place and leave it? Yeah.
It would be nice if something good happened for once, wouldn't it?
Tell me a joke. Do you think the megastructure technology could be misused?
Could be, yes, of course. All technology has the potential to be misused. From fire and the wheel to whatever makes these particle clouds. But that doesn't mean it has to be.
Yeah. Tell me a joke. Why is that an option? I noticed that Miranda called Athena her mother.
She did, yes.
Is that usual?
Some people in New Jerusalem choose to live in family units, although usually that involves marriage or equivalent ceremonies, not having children. You could say that Athena was a kind of mother to us, and Cornelius a kind of father, but it's not quite the same.
Why do you believe there should be more people?
I think every single human being is completely unique, and every instance of consciousness is a miracle. The more of us there are, the more alive the universe is. And the more we all interact with each other, the more complex the life of the universe becomes. So I believe that people are a fundamental good. I don't believe we're all flawless, but I think every one of us matters precisely because nothing else does.
Does your faith in humanity ever waver?
In the principle of it, no. It's not just that I believe humanity is fundamentally good, although I do. It's that I think sentience is the foundation of everything else. What's the point of stars and galaxies, of hills and forests, without someone to perceive them? But my faith that we can actually grow up, that we can break out of these loops and take control of our destiny, that's something I struggle with every single day.
Badge. How did Mayor Herman Ubers get elected?
Herman? Honestly, I think he makes people feel safe. The world beyond our walls is frightening. Human history is full of failures and disasters. It's easy to look at that and recoil. Herman offers a vision of the future that feels contained, manageable.
But what do we sacrifice to gain that safety?
Precisely. Our curiosity, our creativity, our ability to grow. Everything that made us who we are. To me, that's not worth it.
Technology isn't the problem. Why did our ancestors destroy themselves?
Because they refused to grow up. They refused to take control of their lives. They let bureaucrats and financiers determine their destiny, and those people could not think beyond themselves, beyond the tiny, insignificant moment they were trapped in. Their technology could have saved them, but what really failed them was their imagination.
What are the implications of Melville's analysis of the particle clouds?
Athena was always trying to understand the reality underneath what we perceive, the objective truth. That's why she was capable of leaving the simulation. And even after she was free, she never stopped trying to understand more. I suspect her research took her another step closer to understanding the truth. And such steps always challenge our conception of the universe. But that's the wonderful thing about science. We can adapt our views to the evidence.
Do you believe in the existence of something sublime or transcendent? I mean, that seems like a dumb question considering that our brains are electronic and, like, we could literally upload ourselves to a computer because we downloaded them ourselves from a computer. So, I mean... let's see what he says.
In the sense of an interventionist deity? No. I wouldn't rule out the possibility, but it's not something I personally believe. But I do think there is something genuinely sublime in this universe, and it's right in front of us. Consciousness. The fact that this sense of self is even possible, that an arrangement of matter can produce a self-aware mind? Think about it. It's a fundamental property of the universe, an unbreakable law that matter has the inherent capacity to become more than the sum of its parts. That is the definition of transcendence.
Go on, let's see what happens if we ask him to tell us a joke.
Okay? How many robots does it take to change a light bulb?
I don't know. How many?
Replacing a light bulb is a waste of resources, and the founder would be outraged. Herman didn't seem to think so.
I like that joke. Alright, let's go to the extracurricular one down here. Read. Now, I do not trust Crow Team to not hide shit off some of these ledges. Can I get down there? And is there a purpose to that? Getting down there. Oh, crap. I may find out accidentally at this rate. I thought that was a ladder, though. Whoa! Can I slow... Can I? Yes. Weird bit of geometry placement there, but alright. I probably shouldn't be down here anyway, so I can't really fault them for that too much. Can't I just scale this? Hate to cheese a puzzle before I've even looked at it, but I kind of want to know. Ah! Get with the buckle. No, where am I? Okay, so let's get up here. Can I get up here? Yes, I can get up here. Right. What's that? Oh, I can totally cheese this by just jumping into it. Are those anti-pigeon spikes? You yeet. Can I jump up there? Let's try this way first. It doesn't look like I can make that. Nope. Right. I want to try this now. The cheese is just too alluring. Must commit cheese. Ah. Well, I mean, I get the feeling that cheesing this is more effort than the actual puzzle. I don't think I can make that jump. For a second then, I thought getting up on that wall was part of the actual puzzle. Right. You're on that. Oh, hello, me. Hello, me. Wonder if we can pick a different colour for ourselves. What am I doing now? Right, I'm there. What do you do? Do I need this open for anything? That would appear no. So I guess let's swap back to me. It is weird that there's just like empty bodies here. Oh, does that straight up blow me up onto there? Oh, not quite. To what ends do I come up here? Right. Can I see myself to take control of this? Yeah, let's get one guy up here. And see if we can have us hand ourselves the box. Can I swap whilst holding this? Yes, although I do not seem to be able to hand myself box. Huh? No, so it's not handing my... So actually, although, now that I think about it, yeah, it totally is doing that. It's just not doing it that way. I do prefer this mechanic to the record one from TP1. Right. So now we can have you. Anything else we want to connect that to? No. I need my other self somewhere where I can get it from there. Thank you. Can you see? Where can you see that from? So, we want that. This looks like it's deliberately lined up so that you can't have both. So you're gonna both connected in one. So, can we see this from here? Yes, we can. So we probably want this here. We don't actually need that anymore, so let's swap to you. Actually, let's just set that up ahead of time. Where did I leave my other? Oh, right, I want to pan the thing up anyway. So... you be where I can see you. Yeet. So you, and there we wanted, wasn't it? Now we want you to go where we can see you from over there. Where is my other half? You're there. Oh, there's a two-way ladder there. Yep, be in a better position, please. Thank you. If there's an achievement for optimizing that, I don't know if I can best. A thing! Yay!
Any further insights on the particle clouds, Melville?
To be honest with you, Byron, I feel like a caveman trying to study Bose-Einstein condensate. I'm seeing unknown particles whose every property violates the laws of physics, apparently capable of being controlled and recombined into just about anything. It's ridiculous.
Maybe someone in New Jerusalem can figure it out.
Sure, just give them another 1,000 years.
Damn it. Right. Can we talk to you, Melville? Oh, you're Yakut. Blah. Sorry. Right, let's go and map these places. Yeet! What's that? I'm going to that. Well, that's a fair trek. Yikes, a fair trek.
It's an old saying about how, in the end, the sea will claim everything. I have no doubt that this is true. In the long history of the human species, entire regions have disappeared under the waves. Places like Beringia and Doggerland still echo in our cultural memories. But we shouldn't forget that life began in the sea. We are the children of the sea. And it's not through floods and ruin that the sea will claim everything, but through us.
Indeed. I get the feeling that there's a sweet nothing other than pretty scenery over here. I just wanted to have a quick look. Can I climb that? That should function as a ladder. I mean, it's anxiety-inducing for handholds. But you know, that looks climbable. That looks climbable. Yeah, that's totally climbable. I would climb that. What do you do? Chinevsky. From Arkady Chinevsky's Inner Likeness, Essays on Humankind Reaching Adulthood. With alarming frequency, our mythological narratives conceptualize our separation from nature as a fall, a punishment for sinning, a loss of innocence, a decline from a golden age. We believe that a better state of humanity is possible, but insist that this state must be in the past, and yet our historical experience has been the exact opposite. For all the horrors of modern war, and they are considerable, relatively few people today have to suffer the unspeakable agonies that our ancestors went through on a daily basis. It is doubly ironic that we place our golden ages in the past, but very rarely ever consider what life was actually like for the people whose genes we carry. How cold they were, how hungry, how frightened of the cruelty of nature. What unspeakable pains they must have experienced. When they were sick or injured, how many of their children they had to lose, unable to help, begging the heavens for mercy and never receiving an answer. The past is The past is a slowly receding tidal wave of grief. 5358. The battle for human emancipation is not yet won, and the path has been far from straightforward, and yet, in a few thousand years, we have eliminated a great deal of suffering that before must have seemed unavoidable and eternal. Some still suffer, their lives held ransom by politics and economics, but at least now we know that a better world is truly possible and lies in the future. Founding 4. From Hypatia's Journals, Volume 1, The Founding of New Jerusalem. Day 132. We had a bit of an incident today. Nothing major, but still woke us all up. The sun was away from the camp. Sun? Is that Sun a person called Sun? Yes, I guess. But Sun was away from camp alone, even though we had agreed that we should always go in teams, and she encountered a group of herbivores that we saw on the first day. Cows, they're called. Apparently our ancestors kept them as livestock. Eustathius says they squeeze them for liquid, but I find that hard to believe. But I digress. Sun encountered a herd, and just as predicted, the animals were passive at first, friendly even. Sun decided to abandon her survey to study them for a while, which went well up until a group of wolves, formerly dogs, a type of pet, entered the clearing, causing a stampede. Sun is alright, only minor scratches to the bodywork and a few torn wires, but it was a close call. Yes, we'd gotten a little complacent, a little too comfortable. We'll have to be more careful from now on. No, that's just empty space. Trevor 4.
Now I have to talk science fiction for a bit because I love science fiction, but it drives me nuts. There's this cliche that shows up over and over, and every time someone uses it, everyone pretends it's really profound. It goes something like this. A scientist invents something good, but, oh no, it's actually really bad. You could have something that makes your life better, but no, you can't. How dare you even want it? That's hubris. That's playing God. And it's never anything that reflects the real world, right? It's never, oh no, you invented a vaccine for cervical cancer. Oh no, you invented a new class of antibiotics. Oh no, you cured malaria. How dare you? Those diseased mosquitoes are way more important than human lives. How did science fiction become so reactionary? You know, if we all thought this way, you guys wouldn't even exist. At least Alex agrees with me. She has good taste.
This is a very winding path. Okay, right, we're going this way, weren't we? Was this 7 or was this the one past 7? This was 7. Let's do 7. Red shift. Nope, can't reach that. Okay. Oh, hello. You're in a nice little thing. Oh. Oh, hello. I guess you can reach it now. Can I? Oh, it wasn't giving me the prompt, but I can still do it. think I see the premise here. Where was the... Down there. Is that... Junky physics. Wasn't really expecting that level of junky physics. I can climb between those. Right, where do we go from here? That looks like it can't do that. Swap to you for a bit. Oh, we can climb out but not in. Out but not in. Right, I guess that's there in case we jump in there and not actually a part of the puzzle. It's like soft lock the turret. As is that. Oh, I get it. Right, let's take you back over here. And then we want to keep your connections. And now we shift to red. Easy peasy.
The particle clouds continue to be exactly the same.
Oh, hello.
1K. I've been watching you solve these puzzles, and this body replication tech is incredible. It just casually blows up the very foundations of our society.
Yeah, I'm glad someone actually fucking acknowledges that I was just casually swapping bodies.
You can say that again. Making even just one of us is bloody hard. We're not like toasters. You don't just weld together a couple of wires and a motherboard and call it a day. Not to mention how hard it is to even find some of the materials. And this thing just, poof, new human.
The goal was to stop at 1,000, wasn't it?
It was. Or was it? And even if it was, sorry to be heretical, but does it matter? If we can figure out how this works, we can finally, easily create more people. We can grow. We can expand. We can build a real civilization. Isn't that worth pursuing?
Hmm. 1,000 people is... Oh. Maybe there are legitimate reasons to limit the population. I don't know if... yeah, I was going with that.
The mayor seems to think so. But why? What are the actual reasons?
Hmm. We risk upsetting the balance of nature like our ancestors did.
What balance? The balance of nature is just a snapshot of an arbitrary point in time. The planet changes constantly, causing extinctions left and right. Ice ages come and go. The oxygen level fluctuates. The oceans rise and fall. The only reason our ancestors believed in this balance is because their bloody lifespans were so short.
What about the risk to civilization if there's so many of us that we damage the planet?
But there's no correlation between the amount of people and changes to the ecosphere. Not unless we're talking a population of trillions. There's nothing mystical about this. No ifs and maybes. I've run the maths. It's how we use our resources, not how many of us there are.
The more of us there are, the more likely we are to use our resources badly.
I suppose you might be right. Human history is certainly a mixed bag. Well, I'll think about it. You go solve puzzles.
Alright. Social media. Found a mega thread. Oh, you're walking in the background. I didn't realize it didn't pause. I guess that makes sense. Please keep this discussion of the alleged presence of the Founder at the site of the megastructure confined to this thread. I'm still in shock. I wasn't even sure the Founder was still alive. Of course she is, and now that we've really reached completion day, she has sent us her sacred messengers. It could still be aliens pretending to be the Founder. It's not aliens, and if Prometheus and Pandora are her sacred messengers, why is apparently one chained the other? Her day of return is imminent. That wasn't what that said, but whatever, it's close enough. So, now you agree that Baron was right to want an expedition. In fact, it was the Founder's will all along. And when you said it would be wrong to even consider going to the island, you were against the Founder. Your word games aren't going to help you when the Founder returns. Aurenia. It was wonderful to hear Athena's voice again, but with all the emotion inherent in this matter, we should be careful not to get swept away. We don't really understand anything. I can't help but wonder, if Miranda is her daughter, was Athena trying to start a new civilization? Did she abandon New Jerusalem? She was always a leader. Maybe she just wanted to experience something private. A valid point. She had enormous responsibilities from the very beginning. And while we were a family, she had too many burdens to ever have a private life of her own. I understand your point, but why leave Cornelius behind then? That's none of our business. Yeah, that's none of our fucking business. I mean, it may be Cornelius's business.
This body replication technology is proof of just how vital this expedition is. We may not know how it works and what its limitations are, but the technology itself isn't even what really matters. What matters is to expand our imagination, to realize that other futures are possible. And 1K, just think about this. If we had stopped making new citizens, you wouldn't be here. And isn't it wonderful to exist? Simply to be in this world? Consciousness is a gift.
Okay, so... that is a map. And I guess we are there. Right, now back to these unlabeled buttons. Because this is clearly something. But... What was it? 5358? 5358. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 5, 3, 5, 8. Well, they're the two keypad orientations that I can think of it being. Although there's no zeros if it is that. Do we have any strong indication of what that could be? ACT. Right. There were more buttons on the one down on the one over there. Let's do this puzzle and then have a look, see if those other buttons I saw. No, this is the puzzle I've just done. You are a puzzle. It's like clip. No, the clip isn't close enough to choose anything. Ooh. Alright, there is full damage. I did 8 already. I'm gonna go back behind triangle and see what I can see. Oh. Guess we're taking the long way. Wait. What's the orientation of that? So the narrow end is that way. Ah, no, so that's A. That is A. Yes. So that one. That makes that one T. Right, so that is that. Yeah, that scans. Too much. Vaguely. I need like a zoomy bike or something. Right, so you want to be T. Pattern already... Oh! Right, it actually tells me pattern already solved, right? I didn't look at the other one. I'm not going to. I'm going... Oh, fuck. I'm gonna go right up. Yeah, that's that. So it is... There'll be a thing on the right and a thing straight on, and I want the thing straight on. Oh, hello, Baron. Hey. Oh, let's grab this over here.
If we believe that life is inherently valuable, if we think that other species are worth preserving, and we recognize that most of the universe is barren, then it follows that we have a duty not only to defend life, but to spread it. If life is the most valuable thing in the universe, then perhaps in a sense, the cosmos itself is depending on us to do this. Like birds carrying seeds to uninhabited islands. Maybe that's our role in the galactic ecology.
Button! Ooh, that is a big hole that I should just... The fuck? No shot, really? What? Alright. I'm not even... I've got to know if there was actually a puzzle here. Guess we'll never know. Okay, what were you? Oh no. Well, let's get back to the body replication. Sphinx, what were you? C. Okay, let's go check out this guy. And see if I can find a reason why that one puzzle you can just walk in the back of it. It's like blatant. There's gotta be a reason for that. You don't just literally make it so you can walk into the... You don't just backdoor a puzzle that hard. Without a good reason to backdoor a puzzle that hard. What do you want? Find my sprite and follow it until it leads you back to me. Oh, okay. I can jam something from here. Well, this feels like a lot of cheese. Now, one thing I gotta check. This body in here, can I get back up this way? Oh, I can. Or I can't. can I leave with both of these bodies? So I can't take control of them through there. But are you telling me I can't smuggle these guys out? What's the limit? Can I smuggle a body out of this? It's so close. Are there any other components in here? Cube. Ah, damn it. Got to take a cube or a jammer. Can I drop it here? Can't drop here. Can I get anywhere I can jump on that? Yeah, this is resistant to me taking stuff through. Okay, right. Can't take the body. Don't know what. Oh, I'm taking the gem. I have to find the use for the cube. I'll come back for it. Do you have any comments about me having a gem or that's the thing? No. Hey. Hey.
Yes?
What do you think about Miranda?
She's so innocent and full of wonder, it should make me want to retch, metaphorically speaking. But I'll admit, she's sort of charming.
Did you ever meet the founder? 142.
Of course I did. She and Cornelius were both there when I was born. Neath was just starting to take over back then, and they were still showing her the ropes.
What was the founder like?
Busy. There was always another problem to solve. Did you know that she never upgraded her body? Always prioritized everyone else. That's the kind of work ethic I wish more people had.
I agree, but there also needs to be space for other things in life.
I suppose so. For me, living is doing. But I understand that other people have more varied needs.
Do you ever crave companionship?
I've never felt the need for a partner as such. I've met a lot of people who do. Athena and Cornelius, Atal and Damien. Sarabai and Hypatia. That's not really for me. So far, at least. But I do have social needs, like anyone. What I like is a pleasant buzz of humanity. Not too close, not too far. Something I can be part of without having it get in my face all the time.
Fair enough. Could these visions affect my mind?
The data stream overloads? Yes, they could. There are safeguards to prevent that from happening, but these aren't exactly carefully controlled circumstances. It's hard to predict. Our brains are absurdly complicated, which is why it's so hard to make more of us.
Why do you think the founder left New Jerusalem?
Maybe she just got sick of things breaking all the time.
So what exactly can these particle clouds do?
As far as I can tell, anything, which is insane.
How do you feel about Mayor Herman's policies?
There's a reason people have embraced the goal, and it's not just the founder. We literally exist only because our ancestors made a mess of apocalyptic proportions. Caution has its place, I think.
I should get back to work. Not a puzzle I can cheese with a jammer. Oh jeez. Alright. Drop that. Let's swap to you and have you jump on it. What happens if you pick that up? No. Alright, back to you. Get back on that. Can you... What am I doing with the third guy in this situation? Take platform. Yeet! Alright. Take platform, take Hadron and get yeeted off it. Alright. Take... Oh, no. That's spaghetti. Can I take platform? I can take the platform and the cube falls off. There's 3 of us. Can I... No, I can't jump on that. I don't see what I can do with 3 of us. I can't swap control whilst... Oh, okay. And picking up drops that. I'm missing something here, and I'm not sure what it is. Let's come back to it. You two can just stand there forever. Actually, while I'm here, let's check the body replication. The technologies discovered by the expedition changes everything. Every argument about how hard it is to access the resources necessary to create more of us goes out the window. We can create more people. 1K doesn't have to be the last, and it will be easy. Are we going to really give up just because of the goal? Energy doesn't just come from nowhere. We have no idea what the real cost behind this technology is. Besides, the goal is an ideal, not a limit we ran into by accident. It was the will of the founder. Yeah, right. It's not necessary to share a personal belief in the founder. It's not necessary to share a personal belief in the founder to understand the value of the goal. It's clear to all but the most radical that humanity needs, for its own sake and for the sake of the planet. Oh. It's clear to all but the most radical that humanity needs limits for its own sake and for the sake of the planet. I mean that to say as if it was self-evident. It's not. You're smuggling a whole host of misanthropic ideas into the conversation in the disguise of reasonableness. Your premises are completely rotten. I believe the results of human history speak for themselves, and I find it shocking that anyone would disagree with something so obvious. Shocking that anyone would value human beings. Shocking that anyone would value human beings and think that maybe our ancestors could have solved the problems using their brains instead of preaching misery for all. That maybe there is some bullshit point in blaming other factors beyond technology and growth. Like, I don't know. I don't know. People in positions of authority preaching. Like, I don't know, people in positions of authority preaching their self-important bullshit morality instead of trying to solve ordinary people's problems. Authority? I'm just an academic. That's completely disingenuous and you know it. Your clique has the mayor's ear. Clique? I assure you, there's no such thing. This conversation is getting out of hand. If you can't behave, I'm shutting the thread down. Necessary should not be bans. Take it to private. Personally hate that as an option because it's like it's basically just the like polite internet speak for just shut up please. Oh, I just realized I never turned on my light. Calm down. I mean, kind of both. The conversation's necessary, but also you're getting personal. Yeah. Thank you, okay? New Jerusalem is a democracy, and without free speech, democracy is a sham. I love the sentiment, but you should try moderating this forum and see what it's like. Every conversation is allowed to explode. Instability is guaranteed. We have to set reasonable limits of behavior. Thread closed. I need to be, like, on top of his head. I don't know how to reasonably achieve that. Can I smuggle that cube in here? Is there a puzzle not involving smuggling? Hmm. What was that? Wait. That felt janky. Get back down so I can get back up. Actually, I should swap to you. Ah. Oh, I was controlling the wrong person. There's a thing there. Move that for me. Alright, give me that. And now we play People Jenga. Now the Tower of Hanoi can begin. Okay, so get down. Get down. Get here. Get to that box over here. Yeah, over here. Now I need you two to come over here. Actually, I don't need you to come over here yet. Ah, no, that was the wrong button. Now I need you to come over here. Boop, boop. And then we swap back to you. Get up there, take control, and up we get. Alright, so the puzzle there was basically spotting that. Can I smuggle shit out of here? That looks like a way to smuggle shit out of here. Right, let's push the button. And then let's start thinking about smuggling. Let's... Well, that's not as escapable looking as it looked from over there. Alright. You two sit there and think about what you've done. Okay. Let's just cheese this one real quick while we're here. Oh, did you fall where you... Where did you land? I get this way? Yes. And you all there. How do I start this one? Let me grab that. Oh, there's a dude up there. Oh, okay. So let's just choose this in a different way. Can I should have put that somewhere more sensible. Away we go! Cheese, toad, population, me. Can I claim that? Yes, I can. Can I climb it that way? Maybe. Take Gemma. Could you stop moving, please? Cheese.
I can't imagine spending years in such a desolate place. For what? Science? Enlightenment? I'd much rather be back home in New Jerusalem.
I think it's beautiful in its own way. But I don't understand how our ancestors could survive here. They were so fragile. Imagine getting stuck out here in the cold. I wonder if there are wolves.
It's kind of a miracle biological humans lasted as long as they did.
Fishy little flesh sacks. Oh, hello. I see you. Hello. Oh shit. Yeet myself off that. Wait, where did you just go? I completely lost track of you. Yeah, I have no idea where the fuck that just went. Don't suppose any of you guys could tell me? Oh, well, okay. Don't have to jump in there. No. Not done 6. Right, Right, I've got this thing running that I still need to touch. No, the people aren't talking. Got two first. This is a lot. Okay, I'm Cornelius. From the personal reminiscences of Miktu. There are some people whose true importance you just don't know at first. People who quietly hold things together without making a big deal of it. That's what Cornelius was, always by Athena's side. He calmly and carefully helped us all stay on track, reminding us of our shared humanity and the values that had brought us this far. I cannot imagine how painful it must have been when Athena left him behind. When he went on his so-called research expedition. Most people thought he went looking for her. To be honest, I thought he might never come back. I was surprised when he finally did. I still don't understand how she could leave him. They seemed to love each other so deeply. After he returned, Cornelius was different. He founded the Museum of the Simulation and very rarely left its premises. The archive scholars doted on him, but he walled himself off, becoming almost as much of a recluse as Eustathius. And only then did I slowly understand how much the city had lost. Blake. God appears and God is light. To those poor souls who dwell in night, but does a human form display to those who dwell in realms of day? I am not decoding that much. Prime Mover. Exit from considerations by Eustathius. While it is hard from our vantage point to fully believe in any of the ancient religions, I must admit that I have come to exist in the existence of a prime mover. Not a designer as such, certainly not an interventionist god, but some force that set the universe itself in motion. I do not know if it is possible for us to ever truly understand this being, since it must by definition exist outside our understanding of reality. But I do believe that it exists. Does it look upon us with love? Are we entertainment, perhaps? Does it preserve some memory of us when we die? All of this I cannot answer, but I do not disbelieve those who honestly speak of having experienced some manner of brief communion with this entity. It's simply too common an experience in human history to really discount. As the motion of the universe proceeds from the Big Bang, so whatever force animates us, whatever constitutes the true foundation of consciousness, precedes the prime mover. What do you think of this, Mother? I don't believe in any kind of prime mover, but I thought you should read it because Eustathius is an intelligent person, and he came to this conclusion after a great deal of thought. It's important to respectfully consider points of views we don't agree with. Modernity. From the book of Annotated Internet Comments by Eustathius. If modernity is so great, why is everyone so fundamentally disappointed with the world? Why do we sigh with pleasure at the sight of old houses, but feel nothing but depressed and alienated by skyscrapers? Why do we yearn for lush forests and wide plains, not narrow canyons between buildings? 5385F. We love all this technology so much. Why is our idea of happiness to get away from it? Could it be that progress is just a story we tell ourselves to justify why we allow ourselves to be dominated by inhumanity and all the forms of living have something to offer? It seems that many of us share this desire to immerse ourselves in nature. Though we are ourselves entirely technological beings, we enjoy and value the Earth's diverse and unpredictable biosphere. But does that mean that progress is just a narrative, and this ancient comment suggests, or does it mean that technological progression is love and love of the natural world are not in fact mutually exclusive? And yet, if this person was left on his own somewhere in the wilderness, he wouldn't feel nothing but terror. The appreciation of nature is rooted in the experience of civilization, of safety. True, but he's right. So much of what our ancestors created in their last years was alienating to the majority of people. Then the question isn't one of modernity, but control. Right, to 6. Two-body problem. I can totally cheese that if I'm willing to walk all the way over there. What do you have to offer? That can hit that. Can I... swap to you and see if we can do anything like this. Let's drop that there and skip to you. Not for nothing, but I have removed a big part of this puzzle. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Now, important question. What was the first half of this puzzle? Private message. Oh, I was just connecting that to that. Alright, whatever. Helga, an introduction. Hello, my name is Helga. Doge, our friend in common, thinks this might be fun for us to chat. You're the person that Deagle spoke to before leaving on the expedition. I completely missed actually talking to you. Yes, I was interested to meet you. I like to connect with people with the imagination to see the world without insisting it fit inside one of the boxes they hold in their heads. The powers that be in New Jerusalem tend to think they know how things ought to be. They set themselves these intractable goals, and then take them so seriously they forget to enjoy what becomes of them. I just want everyone to enjoy themselves. Sounds like fun. Every time I catch a glimpse of truth, it looks a little different. I can't see your face, but I sense you're full of questions. Have at it. Why are you? Where are you? Well, Deagle found you in front of the museum by that bus stop looking place. In the heart of the city, not much footfall right now, so I'm taking a moment to enjoy Chance's Gardens. Who are you? If I were a brook, there'd be a shopkeeper on the front cover. You should drop by when you're next in town. We've got some exciting new stock. Why are you? Straight to the big questions, huh? I knew I was going to likely. Why are you? Why is anything? Why? You know how when you zoom into something you always find its opposite? Curved lines become single points. You see colours and hear sounds, but when you really look, it's all just ones and zeros. And just when you think you've got it, you zoom into the binary and find there's fractions in between. That's why two poles of the same one thing doing a dance just because they can. I only want to know what you want with me. I mean, that's not true. I just asked like 3 different questions. And that should really, after asking those 3 questions, that should change to, what do you want with me then? I have the sneaking suspicion that your expedition will bring great change to New Jerusalem. I just want you to approach it with an open mind and a kind heart, and to regale me with stories of adventures when you come home. It all sounds like such fun, and whatever you choose to do, it's going to put the wind up some people back home. That sounds fun too. I make a point of never telling anyone how to live their lives, but I will make this one request. Please don't share what I've told with you with the city just yet. I have to consider my business reputation, and people are such better customers when they think they know what you're selling. So what do you think? Are we going to be friends? Yes, let's. How sweet. Well, usually there's a bit more of a ceremony, nothing fancy, just some rituals where you eat a live bat and then vibrate some cat's guts at the precise frequency of the gates in the 9th dimension, but I'll have to wait until the next... Wait, is this some kind of secret society? That makes things sound so terribly organized, but they're really just organized. Terribly, if at all. No, it's not a secret society, it's just a society that contains people who knew secrets. Are there rules? Only if it helps, dear. Don't get me wrong. Some patterns of behaviour work a bit more reliably than others, but I'd know better than to try to write them down. Is there a secret hand job? No, but I can give you a randomly generated code phrase if you like. Majestic dashing hamsters. Are there others? Of course. Everyone in the city is a member of the Coven in some way or other. Most of them don't even realize it, but everyone knows a few words of magic. Thank you, let's stay in touch. Okay. That just ends it right. I should go back to you and pick up you in a sec. My nose is itchy. Oh, hello. What's that? Is that a sock block? Maybe. Itchy nose, itchy nose, itchy nose. Right, what else have I got left? 2-8 question mark. Wait, did not go close enough to the door to trigger it. Yes. Ah! That was quite the drop and not lethal, so maybe there isn't actually lethal fall damage. Just cosmetic. This looks like a path. Are you a path? You look pathy still. You still look like a path. Oh, hello. So what's this way now? I thought for sure that would be too steep to climb. Da-da.
The wheel turns. but without the road, it cannot move.
Okay. Let's just jam that one randomly and see what happens. Now, which one did I disable? Oh, shit, actually, if I go up there, I could probably cheese this whole thing. Now, where did I leave my jammer? Oh. Oh, that was a... Let's have this first. From Belzezan. From Belzezan to Athena. O great and sacred founder, I believe I have discovered the truth that our so-called leaders have hidden from us. This absurd and sacrilegious goal they have us working towards, this hubristic completion day foolishness was never true to your intent. Even this abomination of a city that calls itself New Jerusalem is a deception. Why would you want us to return to the sinful ways of our ancestors, strangling the living soil with steel and concrete? No, it was when you and the first companions lived humbly amongst the splendors of Gaia, having no need for all this wasteful ostentation inherited from our weak and decadent ancestors, that you showed us the true path. After all, why would the progenitor have given us such hardy bodies if she had intended for us to live in unearned luxury? From the very first, we were built to be free from pride and material excess. Your teachings have been obscure and perverted by ideologues, worst of all by the traitor Byron. He was once like a son to you, but you should know that there are still those of us who remember the truth and await the blessed day of your return, when surely justice will be meted out and humanity will return to its intended path. Hallowed be thy name. I've got to read it like that. Belzeran, the shutdown. Ground zero. Oh my god, that's a... Oh, fuck my horse. Oh, god, I need... I need a different chair. This one wrecks my ass. Oh. Oh, the chair, like, that the base tilted backwards so that I could, like, rest most of my weight on my back instead of my arse was so much better for this, although it did ruin my shoulder with the position that I ended up in. I wonder if I could Franken chair it. We assembled on the vast green lawn outside the ancestors. We assembled on the vast green lawn as the reactors began to slowly wind down. The workers were sullen. The activists who had fought against the decommissioning seemed crushed. There was supposed to be a speech, but the spokeswoman had lost her notes. Outside, the protesters cheered. My eyes were drawn to the discarded anti-shutdown banners, endlessly reciting the facts. The statistics on mortality per trillion. The statistics on mortality per trillion kilowatt hours, lowest of all energy sources. The lifespan of a reactor, 70 more years in our case. Minimal land footprint, almost zero emissions, no intermittency. It became a jumble of words, litany, almost a kind of glossolalia. Glossolalia. Something tongue. Glossolalia. I don't know the Latin root of glosso. As far as the protesters outside were concerned, it might as well be an alien tongue. One thing was clear to them, and that was enough. The technology inside this compound was deeply, inherently wrong. It was a sin. I could not help but think that of that moment on August 6, 1945, when the sky erupted above Shima Hospital. My imagination could never fully encompass it. How do you imagine more than 70,000 people annihilated in an instant? An ancestor of mine was in that hospital. He went from being a doctor, a husband, a father, a pacifist stuck in a terrible war, to being a pile of bleached bones covered in rubble. All in a single second, not by accident, but because of a choice of someone. Not by accident, but because of a choice someone made. Not because of a reactor, but because of a bomb. Just 2 days earlier, contradicting his campaign promises, the Prime Minister had suggested that the use of tactical nuclear weapons would be an acceptable risk if the conflict continued. Very few seemed to find this particularly shocking or outrageous. They were afraid of reactors, but not of bombs. The spokeswoman gave up on finding her notes. It was starting to rain, and people were walking away. She grabbed the microphone. By the time you regret this, it'll be too late, she said. But honestly, I don't know if I care anymore. Maybe you have it coming. The spokeswoman sounds so bitter. The protesters didn't mean any harm. From their perspective, they were doing good. People always think they're doing good when they get collectively outraged. That doesn't make them right. Collective action can change the world when it's deliberate. Collective action can change the world when it's deliberate and based on reason, but it can also become a mental trap or a societal pressure valve. Cliché. Oh my god. 4 paragraphs. From error to Miranda. As you continue your reading, there's a useful concept that I would like you to keep in mind. The thought termination cliché. This is a type of phrase, often a slogan or saying, which sounds meaningful but is really intended to make you stop thinking. To pick an example from our history, someone in the simulation might say things like, "It's the will of Elohim," or "It serves the process." And that will be that, case closed. Who knows how many iterations never advance further because they just stopped thinking at that point. Do note, however, that a thought termination cliché is not the same as a lie. It may very well contain elements of truth, but those elements are used to keep you from questioning the whole set of assumptions that come with it, which may be partially or totally false. This often takes the form of appealing to something you care about. We must protect X, where X is a nation, philosophy, or public order, or even the planet itself. But while you may agree with that element, all kinds of assumptions may be included about how to protect something, or who to protect it from, or what the end goal of protecting it is. If you stop there just because you agree with the surface level statements, the results may be the opposite of everything you wanted. Like those who chose to serve Elohim and in doing so prevented him from achieving his true purpose. Yes. Alright. Ooh. From Quentin. Dear Founder, I never got to know you. People tell all these stories about you, and I don't know what to believe. Some people say to ask Cornelius, others say Cornelius is too blinded by grief. Some say Byron stands for the truth, others say he's a fanatic and a radical, and that we should listen to the mayor. There doesn't seem to be any way of getting a straight answer. Why did you abandon us to this chaos? Why can't you just come back and sort it out? If you're reading these messages, don't you care? From Rodam. Dear Founder, thank you for everything you did for us. I'm grateful to the life that I have, which would not exist without you. I hope wherever you are now, you are at peace. No on Project 5. New labs established to avoid interference. First successful duplication of advanced machinery. Data collection and analysis. Translation. Groping in the dark. Trial, but QFT fails to account for this. 474. Must return to the trials. Maybe God was trying to make an apple pie from scratch. Oh, that's switched. Looks.
This looks like it has something to do with energy generation. Am I reading this right?
Do they have a number on them? They don't. Can I get back out? Did I just soft block myself? Okay, I got it back. Okay. Louis Coot. Right, I was after finding where I left my jammer, which I think is up here. There it is. Alright, you're coming with me so that I can cheese 8. My nose is super itchy. My nose is super itchy. Yes, I can. Cheese, cheese, delicious cheese, 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 oh, the cheese, cheese, cheese. Where is the end? let's just pull everything out and work out what we're doing with it afterwards. Oh, I could just straight up cheese the rest of this as well. Or could I? Oh, it doesn't look like I actually can. And fuck it. It'll be quicker to actually solve the last bit than to... have you stands there. What's on you? Alright, right, okay, so we want you to that. You could make that easier with that. And now you can tweak that. Yes, and now I can take you.
I am so glad I'm not in charge of solving these.
Right, I've not done the chase, I've not done... 2 and 3. Taking you with me still. Oh, okay. Let's grab you, stand here, and... easy peasy. I mean, I guess it is number 3. Oh no, that was number 2. Oh, that was the one that was supposed to introduce that item. Can't cheese this one. Or can I? I'm trying too hard to cheese these, but it's fun to cheese them. Now where was above? Ooh, shit, that's the thing. I didn't want that. It's busy trying to get on top of 2. Ooh! Can I get up there? Hello. Can't climb up that. Alright, okay, can I do this whilst holding a jump? Okay, so that takes precedence. Where's the end? Oh, I'm on that one now. Okay. Alright, that one can't go there. You want to go there, that seems fine. No, you can't go there. It's like you have to go there. Can I see it from there? No. Just solve the area puzzle for the sake of cheesing another puzzle. Yep, it seemed perfectly reasonable. Is that what I want to unlock? Pixel hunt for that. Yeet! What did I just disable? Oh, I disabled that. Pick up you, stand here, grab you. I guess we're just gonna, like, actually solve it. Half solve it. Where's my other half? Oh yeah. Right, is that everything? No, I've not done the chase the thing puzzle, but I guess I'll wait for a reset so that goes back to where it was. Cause I lost track of it. And now then, let's see what happens if I take a jammer with me into this.
For tricking the gods to help humankind, Prometheus was punished by being bound to a rock, there to be eternally tormented. The chains that held him were forged by Hephaestus, blacksmith to the gods. Was Hephaestus right to allow his art to be used in this fashion?
Hephaestus thought the punishment was just, he should have refused. Hephaestus only forged the chains. It was Zeus who bound Prometheus. Yeah. If Hephaestus wouldn't do it, Zeus would just get someone else to do it.
And is Hephaestus therefore absolved of the responsibilities of the creator?
The individual morality of Hephaestus is a distraction from the unjust laws decreed by the gods.
Interesting.
Can I? Oh, I can't jam the beam, that'd be hilarious.
The pattern is holding. Solve the puzzles, enter the tower, speak to an entity, turn on the beam. It's like she's appealing to our past, reminding us of where we came from, but changing enough elements to make us view our history through a different lens. Or maybe I'm completely missing the point. I don't know.
You might have something there.
I read about this in a book. It's called defamiliarization.
Yakut? I think I'm actually impressed.
You got out to say? No. Stuff to do. Yeah, let's leave this area for now. Okay. Alright, let's head to the next area. I should probably eat rather than actually doing the next area, though. Can I? Can't enter while carrying, so okay. Desolate Island. Flooded Valley. Right, I was at that other one.
You're on your way to an island. Yes, another island. Sorry, Melville. Well, it actually used to be a valley between the mountains, but it's mostly flooded now. That probably happened long before the founder came here, though.
Another legacy of our ancestors.
Do me a favor, will you? Look for another one of the Founder's labs. We can't get back into the megastructure without getting to the third site in the north, but I need more information to make more fixes.
Pretty. Magically heal already.
Everything okay?
What do you think about the body replication tech?
It seems like something that could very quickly get out of control. You know that saying about good intentions? If we can solve problems by just making more people, how long before people just become a problem-solving tool?
What do you think about Miranda's idea that it's our duty to spread life?
Our ancestors thought they could introduce new species to existing ecosystems, and it never turned out well.
I don't think that applies to places where there is no life, like other planets.
There's no life there now, but you can't see the future. You might be wiping out a whole ecosystem that hasn't even gotten started yet.
Yeah, that's fair. There was... Well, the frame rate is a bit lower here. There was that episode of Star Trek about it. XXX. You only had the one X. Right. Anyway, as nice and hopeful as this new music is, I think there is a good place to call it for a quick break, or a medium break. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.